In this video, I'm going to give you 6 signs that you may be a constitutional wood element. Sit tight. Welcome back to another video. My name is Jen Palco. Today we're going to talk about the wood element from the system of the ancient 5 elements, Taoist traditions, Chinese medicine, thousands of years old. This theory is based on 5 elements out in nature: fire, earth, metal, water, wood. But also, we have these 5 elements within us. Now, if you're not familiar with the 5 elements taken from Taoism and Chinese medicine, I suggest you check out some of my other videos. I'll put links below. I've done a bunch of intro videos, videos on each element type with personalities and everything of the sort. So before I get into this, I just want to explain, and I'm going to explain in every single one of these types of videos, that we have all 5 elements within us. We're not just one. And we will see each element come out at different periods in our life, different stages, depending what we're going through, different life tracks we're on. But we have a tendency to have 1 or 2 that are on the stronger side, you could say since birth, our constitution, and some that are on the weaker side. So in this video, we're going to talk specifically about the wood element and some key signs that you may be a constitutional wood element. What that exactly means is each element type basically has their unique way of filtering the world around them, how they adapt to stress. And it may come out as certain emotions, it may come out as certain physical symptoms, dependent on each element. Number 1 sign that you may be a constitutional wood element type is you are a natural born leader. You have the drive, you like being number 1, you're very competitive in nature. This is just ingrained in you. If you're not constitutional wood, I'm sure you have friends who you know that are. These are the people who are not afraid to just take ownership of anything in life pretty much, or they make all the plans in the group, that sort of thing. That's what I'm talking about here. Natural born leader. You like being first, you don't like being second. You love debating with people, and it drives you. So the wood element has a lot of energy to back it up. It's associated with the liver and the gallbladder organ systems in Chinese medicine. And the liver in itself and the wood element in itself has this sort of intense energy. So wood people can be very intense, direct. They like to control things in certain situations. But on the other hand, they can be prone to the emotion of anger or frustration, irritability, maybe when people don't do as they say, or people can't keep up with them because they tend to be, sometimes can be very intense and fast-paced, and not everybody can keep up with the wood element. So understand, the emotion associated with wood is anger. So out of balance, you can see anger coming out. If you have too much wood within you, or somebody who doesn't have, who may have a deficiency in the wood element, they could be very indecisive. That's more like the gallbladder, out of balance in Chinese medicine, that sort of thing. Number 2 sign that you may be constitutional wood element, you love the great outdoors and you love being active. Again, it goes back to having all of this energy, and you need to use it in some capacity. And one of the healthiest ways to use it is through exercise and being active. And wood people, just being wood in itself, likes being out in nature around trees and greenery, things like that. So wood element people, they might be into things like, if you're a wood element, you might be into high intensity interval training, really intense exercise, MMA, kickboxing, kind of like really active sports, not so much yoga, right? They're not going to be so much into the passive side of things because, again, they want to move, they want to do, they want to take action. So if this is you, then you may have strong wood within you. Number 3, wood element types are prone to physical manifestations such as tight muscles, especially the neck, the upper back, headaches, any kind of tendon or muscle tear issue. Again, wood has a lot of energy to back them up. Sometimes they can overdo it with activity, but also they have a tendency because the emotion associated with wood is anger. Sometimes wood element out of balance can get a little frustrated or irritable. What is that? That results in tight muscles, right? Things snap, tendons break. Number 4, wood element types, and this is a good one. You may have thick eyebrows. You may have thick eyebrows, men and women. Usually wood element types, or what I've learned from some of my mentors, are the eyebrows are like the leaves of a tree. So if somebody has really thin eyebrows, and this is going a little into Taoist face reading as well, if somebody has very thin eyebrows, it's basically showing that there's a deficiency in the liver somewhere, deficiency in this element in wood. But if somebody has really thick eyebrows, they might be very hairy, that's showing, that's actually one of the key signs that you have a lot of wood element within you. So just something to be on the lookout for. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but it's worth exploring. Number 5, you love to fix things or repair things, especially for other people. You like to take the control and use your hands and, I don't know, fix the light bulb, fix the door, whatever it is. You like to in a way, it's taking control of the situation and not letting things out of your control, out of your realm of normalcy. So you like to fix things. And number 6, and this is probably one of the most important signs, you're a stickler for time. You are all about the watch and time and adhering to your schedules. So anybody who is not a time whore, I'll say, anybody who doesn't care about time, who's anti-time, who just kind of goes with the flow, you do not have strong wood, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna tell you straight up. Maybe more like the water element is kind of anti-time, even earth is very slow-paced. Woods, on the other hand, they are all about the hours on the dot, the minutes on the dot, the second on the dot, okay? So if anything disrupts their schedule, they can get that kind of like irritability, frustration. So stickler for time, that is a huge key. So I hope this was helpful and gives you a little insight as to whether or not your wood element may be strong for you. Of course, these are not the only signs and symptoms, whatever, key signs of the wood element, but these are some basic ones that I thought would be really helpful to help you determine. And the other thing that I'm going to always repeat is that we all have wood within us. Maybe it's not as strong as somebody else's. In this country, we are very wood dominated, but we have a lot of people who aren't very woody, who are trying to be woody, because that's just our society. Our society is a very go-getter leadership where everybody should be a leader type of thing and telling people what to do and time-oriented and more in our linear mind, okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean that your wood is strong. So if you find yourself falling into that pattern and trying to adhere to time and doing and all this action and intense exercise, and you're burning yourself out very quickly often, then that could be a huge sign that wood is not strong for you. And you should look at some of the other elements and embrace those instead of trying to fit yourself into the box of somebody else. So that's just something I want to mention, and that's why I do these videos, because I think it's important to embrace who we are, our own strengths, not beat ourselves up because we can't keep up with that guy over there, or her over there, or that person's annoying us. We're all unique. So this is a good indicator of what we're about and who we're about. So anyway, if you like this video, let me know. Subscribe. I put out new videos every single week for you on Chinese medicine, 5 elements, self-empowerment, self-help, all kinds of cool stuff. So until next time, peace out.